Hey everybody, I just wanted to give you a little glimpse at this week in our class. We're going to be jumping off of the ideas that we learned about last week from Locke and Rousseau, those philosophical ideas that they came up with, and starting into theories that have kind of taken their ideas and shaped them into different theories. I like to think of these as different tools in a toolbox. So just like you might need a hammer for a certain job in your house, you might need the behaviorism theory to use for a certain situation in child development. So it's a good idea to have a basic understanding of each of the theories, so then you can kind of pull out the tools that you need for certain situations. And if you're anything like me, you probably have a couple of these theories that you really like and kind of can use for a lot of different situations. But it's always a good idea to have a good overview of a lot of the theories that we have in child development. So we're going to be talking or learning a little bit. It's really just a skim over most of the theories, so you kind of have a basic understanding, and then later on in the semester you'll be learning a little bit more in depth into some of the specifics of these theories. So we will learn about psychoanalytic perspective, and this is Freud and Erikson. They really contributed to this. I know that Freud sometimes gets a bad rap, but you'll learn about him. And this is basically that children go through stages, and within those stages they might have certain crises that they need to negotiate and figure out and come to a solution. Usually the crisis is between their biology and then the social expectations that are there for children, and so just how they navigate that crisis and move on. Behaviorism, the traditional behaviorists, I think you probably have heard of Pavlov, Watson, and Skinner. If you remember, Pavlov trained his dog to salivate at the ringing of his bell, just conditioned him to do that. And then Bandura, he proposed this social learning theory. So his theory is mostly how adults or other people around the child will model how the child should act, and then the child imitates what they see, what they're observing around them. So that is a really simplified version, but that's basically what his theory is. Cognitive developmental theory, this is focused on Piaget, and so his theory is that children develop and learn as they explore the environment around them. So they are actively contributing to their knowledge base. Information processing basically sees children as a computer, that inputs come in and they process the information. Ethological theory, this is John Bowlby and Mary Ainsworth, and I'm sure you've probably heard of attachment theory. That is where this fits. The sociocultural theory is proposed by Vygotsky, and he places a lot of emphasis on teachers around the child and how a culture is transmitted from older generations, like adults and other people in a child's life, and then they teach that to the child. Ecological systems theory is from Yuri Bronfenbrenner, and he proposes that there is a system around the child that involves different people and different environments. So he has a macro system, a mesosystem, exosystem, and the macro system. And all of those kind of interplay with each other and affect the child differently. And then lastly is dynamic systems theory by Esther Thelen, and she places a lot of emphasis on movement and how children will have certain goals and they will organize all of their systems within their body to reach a goal, and then that helps them to learn. So that's really a brief overview of the theories. You'll get more in depth later. If you have questions, let me know. As for the assignments this week, we will have We will start our reading check quizzes, and these are just quizzes that you will have an assigned reading from the textbook, usually the Burke text, and then you'll take a quiz on what you read. You can use your book for the quizzes, but I would highly recommend to read the assigned section and then go back and refer to the book if you need help to clarify. You'll also have 2 writing assignments. So one is basically covering all of those theories. You'll read about the theories in the Burke textbook and then write about them. And then the second one is devoted more to dynamic systems theory. So you'll read a short article and then write about it. We will also be taking test number 1. The test will have multiple choice and short answer sections, but they are separate. So you'll take the multiple choice one, and then you'll take the short answer test. There is a study guide in our class for the short answer question to help prepare you for that. And then we will also have our discussion board going this week, so just remember to post your first one by Wednesday, and then your 2 reply posts by the following Monday. And remember to fill out the discussion board report. I think that's it for our class, so if you have any questions or need help with anything, please let me know either in the questions and conversations discussion board or email me directly, and I will see you in class.